Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel PokePidge. Today is the start of a new series on the channel. I'm going to be talking you through my 5 favourite Pokemon from every Pokemon region. Today is Generation 1, Kanto, the most popular generation there is. This is the generation that kicked off an entire wave of love for a new franchise in Pokemon. And I was one of those people that joined on the boat from day one. So of course then it goes without saying that I love pretty much every single Generation 1 Pokemon. So trying to pick 5 favourites from Generation 1 was really difficult. I think I've narrowed a few down. If you ask me in 2 weeks time they're probably going to change, but hey, at the moment these are my 5 favourite Pokemon from Generation 1. Number 5, Porygon. There could have been about 50 contenders for number 5, not gonna lie, but Porygon has nicked it. And that's only really from the introduction of the Pokemon Let's Go games. I've always liked shiny Porygon in general, so I wanted to get one in Let's Go. The shinies in Let's Go have been really fine-tuned, to be honest. The colours they use are absolutely perfect. So naturally I wanted a shiny Porygon. I did my chain catching, I went to the route where Porygon is, I think it may be Route 9, I don't know, and I waited, and waited, and waited. I've given it a hell of a lot of candy now, and it's an exceptionally strong Pokemon. It's got a great special attack stat, and it's very useful in my Elite Four run-throughs when I'm trying to get a bit of money. But I don't just like this Pokemon because of the Let's Go games and because I caught a shiny. I feel sort of bad for it in the anime. Of course we all know the episode Electric Soldier Porygon, which is an episode that apparently caused seizures in Japanese children because of the flashing red and blue light. And in light of that, Porygon was then banned from every single Pokemon episode in the anime for the rest of existence. That is exceptionally harsh. And do you know what? Do you know who actually caused that flashing light? It was Pikachu! Porygon was just there giving them a lift, and Pikachu's Thunderbolt blew up the missiles and caused the flashing lights. So if anything, Pikachu should be banned from this anime. It did make a cameo appearance, almost fittingly though, behind a wire fence looking very sad, as if it had actually been locked out of somewhere, which it has, it's been locked out of the anime. Either way, I think it's quite an original Pokemon. It was a computer Pokemon, and that was 20 years ago, and yet it still holds up today, so it's pretty cool. That's my number 5. Number 4, Cubone. It's very cute, and I love the lore behind this Pokemon. It was always widely theorised that this was the baby Kangaskhan you get in the pouch, and when the mother dies, it wears the skull of its dead mother on its head. Have a look at the similarities here between Cubone and baby Cubone in sprite form. Pretty similar if you ask me. And not only this, in Gold and Silver you find both Cubone and Kangaskhan in Rock Tunnel. This then follows on in the Let's Go games, where you can also find Cubone and Kangaskhan in Rock Tunnel. Coincidence? I think not. In the Detective Pikachu film there's a crying Cubone because it's wearing the skull of its dead mother, and it's just, it's quite sad actually. I do like the story they introduced in the Let's Go games, where you actually get more detail into the ghost of Cubone's mother in the Lavender Tower. It's, I'm not going to spoil it for people, but it's really good. If you're thinking of getting these games, you will look forward to this. They expand on it in a very beautiful way. Did you know Cubone itself has 2 signature moves? It can learn Bone Club and Boomerang. That can't be learned by any other Pokemon. Not only this, when it evolves into a Alolan Marowak, that can learn Shadow Bone. So you can have a Pokemon with 3 signature moves. That is very uncommon. It's a shame Bone Rush as well is not a signature move, but that can be learned by Lucario and Mandibuzz. But if those 2 Pokemon weren't there, Cubone and its evolved form Alolan Marowak could learn 4 signature moves. But the fact that a Pokemon that is not evolved, that is not fully strong, can learn 2 signature moves is pretty damn awesome. Number 3, Bellsprout. I have to be honest, I'm not entirely sure why Bellsprout is on here. Not because I don't like it, it's because I love it and I don't know why. Of course in the anime there's a very strong Bellsprout in the Indigo League when Ash gets there. He has to use his muck to finally smother that Bellsprout and eventually win. That Bellsprout took down pretty much most of his team, and it is so impressive. I'm currently using one on my Let's Go Eevee run through, and I've called it Brussels for Brussels Sprout, because I'm very mature. Its evolved form, Weeping Bell and Victory Bell, yeah, they're alright, they're good concepts, but for some reason I love the playful nature of Bellsprout. It's actually one of the very few Pokemon I can draw by hand. Not going to show you though, because I am terrible at drawing, but either way, it's pretty awesome. I just love that the roots of the sprout are its feet. I love that its hands are the leaves, its head is the bulb. Do you know what I mean? It's a very original Pokemon. Most other Pokemon, based off of plant type things, actually have legs and arms, and they're not necessarily incorporated into a massive plant. They sort of have an extra arm there, or they would have a leg over here, you know, that sort of thing. However, Bellsprout, from root to bulb, I suppose, it's just pure plant, and I think it's perfectly designed, and I am all for Bellsprout. Number 2, Haunter. I have always loved Haunter, ever since its first introduction in the anime. It was first introduced alongside its evolutionary line with Ghastly and Gengar, and they were just quite playful, to be honest. You would have thought Ghost-type Pokemon would be scary and haunting, and some of them are. However, Ghastly, Haunter and Gengar are all very playful, and I believe that Haunter itself is absolutely perfect for that. In my top 10 favourite Pokemon of all time, which I may have to redo actually, it's been a while since I did that, I mentioned how Haunter just epitomises what a Ghost-type Pokemon should be, and I completely agree with my past self on that one. And not only that, it's just got like this jagged head, the floating hands, it seems to be always smiling, but not in a creepy way, even though it's a ghost. To go back to Let's Go again, I'm currently using a shiny Haunter, and basically it's just got a big blue tongue. I have souped up its stats to the max, and it is one of my strongest Pokemon. It's level 82 or 83 as of now, and I absolutely love it. Like I say though, my favourite thing about Haunter is its appearance in the anime, in the episode with Sabrina. In Generation 1, Ash has a habit of not actually winning battles to get his badges. He got his 3rd badge from Lieutenant Surge from battling, and his 7th badge from Blaine for battling, but the others, he just got given them, to be honest. Sabrina was also one of them. Ash never officially caught the Haunter, it just travelled with him, apparently so. So when it was called upon, it wasn't there. And eventually it did turn up. It made Sabrina laugh, and because her mind was linked with Kadabra, Kadabra then started laughing and couldn't battle. Therefore Ash won by default, which is ridiculous. However, Haunter saved the day, obviously. It made Sabrina laugh, and I love the fact that it brings out a little bomb and blows it up and everything, and it's pretty damn cute. Number 1, Snorlax. Let's be honest here, I am a large rotund man, and my favourite Pokemon has to be Snorlax. I can relate to this big fella on many a level. I like sleeping, I like eating, I like the fact that its pre-evolution Munchlax is the Pokemon that specialises in the eating, and then Snorlax is the Pokemon that specialises in the sleeping. So basically it eats so much that it evolves and then sleeps for the rest of its life. Pretty damn cool. Pokemon Go recently did their event where there were lots of sleeping Snorlax around the place. I caught myself about 15 of those, and it was pretty damn good. They made it so that on your 3rd throw of a ball every time it would definitely catch Snorlax, so they wouldn't run away. How could they if they were sleeping? But either way, it's just incredible. I don't think I really need to give reasons why I like Snorlax. You all understand. My favourite anime appearance from Snorlax is probably when it did the sumo wrestling competition. In the final, it was up against Feraligatr, and Snorlax eventually won. And it won a lifetime's worth of Pokemon food, I believe. And, naturally, Snorlax ate it all in one afternoon, in one sitting, and then went back to sleep. Fantastic. It's just a fantastic Pokemon, isn't it? Let's be honest. I don't need to say any more. It's a fantastic Pokemon. But that's it, everyone. They are my 5 favourite Pokemon from Generation 1. Next time it's going to be Generation 2 and the Johto series. That's going to be difficult to try and understand, but I think I'll get there. Either way, thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye! Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed this video, why not leave a like or a comment down below? Believe me, both are really appreciated. And of course, if you've seen this video and you want to see more from me, click that subscribe button. Why not even ring the bell? Get notified the second I upload a video. But until next time, I'll see you later.